Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This is me, your host Prajwal, and today we can talk about Metamask and a potential Metamask airdrop. So let's get started. Before we start, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if this was helpful. If you have any questions, any queries, or if you run into any issues, please leave them in the comments below. And if you want me to cover any project or would like me to discuss any of the project that you are interested in and has potential, please leave them in the comments below. If you are not familiar with Metamask or you haven't used Metamask, please go ahead and watch my other videos where I show you how to set up a Metamask wallet. And if you have used Trust Wallet or any other decentralized wallet, then it's exactly the same. The interface and everything might be a bit different, but the process, the idea of the wallet is exactly the same. Now, there has been a talk about Metamask doing an airdrop for a long time, but it was all speculation. It is still in a speculation, but recently on 9th of November, Joseph, who is the co-founder of Consensus, which actually owns Metamask, replied to a Twitter handle called Icebergy, said Metamask is going to have to drop a token, and someone else replied saying not going to happen. Owns at least 10% of Metamask controlling entity, and he replied saying, and we are driving towards decentralization of several of our projects when mask, stay tuned. So now it's in speculation, there's no guaranteed, and of course they're not going to say that they will have an airdrop even though they might be planning to have one, right? Now, what will be the use case of this token? No one knows. They might have a marketplace, or they might have different plans on how to use this token, but it only makes sense that they should have a token for the community and to have a stronger community. Since that tweet and that reply, there's an article from Cointelegraph where it shows that the number of swaps on Metamask, on Polygon and Ethereum has been increasing, as you can see the graph. It is also because there's a lot of users using Metamask these days because it is decentralized wallet, and in a lot of countries who are not allowed to use centralized exchanges can use Metamask since it's decentralized, even though the fees are high. But still, if you are using Polygon or any other layer 2 or other chains such as Binance Smart Chain and other DEXs, decentralized exchanges, you can use Metamask, right? So that also explains the growth, but also people are hoping to get an airdrop by using Metamask as well. No one knows the exact rules on how you can get an airdrop, but usually it's by using that platform or using that protocol or using that product, right? Now, in the past, Uniswap, 1inch, they did an airdrop where if you've done a couple of swaps, you would get an airdrop. Uniswap, if you had done a single swap, you were airdropped 400 tokens, uni tokens, and on 1inch, if you had done a couple of swaps, you would have got some airdrop from 1inch. Now these days, the airdrops are getting more complicated, as in people have started to game the system, and the community who has been loyal to that product or the protocol, they are not treated fairly, since people can game this airdrop and create multiple wallets and do swaps just to be able to be eligible for the airdrop. But now the airdrop mechanisms has also improved, and they can implement a way where they want to make sure that only the loyal customers or the loyal people who've been using the protocol for a long time get rewarded, as opposed to the people who've been gaming the system and getting six-figure airdrop and stuff like that. So what I think will make you eligible is by using the swap feature that is inside Metamask, which people are not aware of. So if you go to Metamask, this is just a test wallet. I don't have any funds on it, but usually you would go to Uniswap, you would go to PancakeSwap, or you would go to QuickSwap, and you would connect your wallet and do swaps, right? And that might be sufficient for you to be able to claim the airdrop, but I don't think so. That would not be fair. That would be very easy to game. So what I think is, if you go to Metamask, if you go on a phone as well, it's the same. There is a tiny button called swap. This wasn't there for a long time. So I've been using Metamask for a long time now, and there was no swap feature initially, and the swap feature was introduced later on. The reason I think this might make you eligible for the airdrop is because when you swap a token using Metamask, there is a fee that goes to Metamask as well. And I think this year Metamask has accumulated around $200 million from these fees. So it only makes sense that you are contributing to that fund as well. When you do a swap, you are paying a certain revenue to Metamask to fund the project, to allow Metamask to expand more and things like that. So what I would suggest is to, if you don't have a Metamask, go ahead, set a Metamask and use the swap feature to swap tokens. So it's actually what it does is, for example, let me swap ETH to, let me swap it to Chainlink, right? You can set your slippage 1, 2, 3 or custom. It's up to you. For example, you don't want to have too much slippage in Chainlink, so maybe 1% or maybe 2%. And for example, 1 ETH, if I go and review swap, as you can see, it says fetching quotes. So quote 3 of 8. So it looks for the best place or the best price depending on different routes that it takes. So if you press on 5 quotes, you can see it's pulling the best quote when it comes to the price and the gas fees, right? And also if you look underneath, it says quote includes a 0.875% Metamask fee as well. So that's what I think, and that's what majority of the people think will make you eligible for the Metamask airdrop. Now, if you are not comfortable or if you don't have a lot of funds to use the ETH mainnet, you can also use Polygon or you can use Binance Smart Chain to do these swaps as well. And see, make sure if you do a Google search, I had to do a Google search because the link wasn't bookmarked. Always make sure that you are connecting to the right URL. There will be a lot of wannabes and there will be a lot of lookalikes as Uniswap or QuickSwap. So always be careful when you do a Google search. Always make sure that you are on the right URL. QuickSwap.exchange. I'm going to open that. And I always suggest to type in the URL instead of searching. And then what you can do is you can go to switch to Matic. And what this does is this will add all the networks. So by default, your Metamask connects to Ethereum chain. You can change that to different chains depending on the details you put in. So for example, if I approve, switch network. So if I go to click on next, connect. So if I go to Metamask, as you can see on the top, it says Polygon mainnet. You can switch that to Ethereum mainnet as well. So on Polygon, you will have much lower gas fees as compared to Ethereum. The only difference is you will need a bit of Matic to do these swap. And once you are on Matic, you can go and click on swap and you can basically do the same thing. And as you can see, if I try to swap 5 Matic to Curve, and there's a fee as well, and the network fee is only 12 cents. This is far cheaper than you would use Uniswap or you would use the Ethereum mainnet or any other dexes that are on Ethereum, right? So go ahead. I've done this on both the chains just in case because I was buying something on Uniswap, so I decided to just buy it off the swap instead of directly from Uniswap. And also on Matic, I switched to Polygon mainnet and did some couple of swaps as well. Now, there's no guaranteed, and again, this is not financial advice, it's up to you. This is all speculation at this point. There might be completely different rules to be eligible for the airdrop, which you might not make the cut as well, which happened to Paraswap, which did an airdrop recently where the community wasn't happy with so many things that happened, but it rewarded the people who use the protocol a lot, and depending on the volume, depending on the trades and stuff like that, which makes sense, right? Because people gain these kinds of airdrops. And I think if you're in US, you probably won't be able to claim these airdrops that I've heard. I'm not in the United States, so I won't be able to suggest on what to do and what not to do. So it's up to you. Do your research and decide if you want to take that risk or not. And hopefully they do an airdrop, and hopefully it's worth it as well. So if you have any more issues, if you have any information on any other airdrops, please make sure you let me know in the comments below so that I can make videos on it as well. If any of these steps were confusing, let me know in the comments below and I can help you out as well. Until then, thank you, and you have a nice day, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Thank you.